guys? So I'm in my Chafee portal right now. It says, welcome to my Chafee student portal. And I'm going to log into Canvas. Canvas is right here. Let's click on that. And it should just take me there. If it might ask me to sign in again. So this is going to be our class down here. I haven't published it yet, but what you'll notice is when it is published, it'll be up here in your published courses, and it's going to look like this. And we are number 15692, it looks like. Okay, so we're going to click on this, and you're going to see this is basically the introduction to the course. Now, I want to go into my settings just because I want to set this to student view. So that way, because I'm a teacher, so when I set it to my view, I can see all the stuff that, only I'm supposed to see. And it looks a little different for you guys. So this is what it will look like in your student view. What I want you to do is start out by watching this video. So you just click on that and
Hey guys!
Yeah, there I am. Oh, hey Amy, what's up? That's Amy from the past, and she has some important things to say to you. So you can start by clicking here on the course introduction, but I do want to warn you that when you go in this way, it's a little bit slow. So you're going to find here how to navigate Canvas, and this is probably where you found this video because the video I'm shooting right now is going to take the place of this one. And then this section is going to tell you why following instructions is so important, and here's some important instructions. And let me just take a second to say Canvas times out. So if you walk away and go do something else and come back, your work may not be there for you. So a lot of students work in other places like Google Docs, Pages, Microsoft Word, and then copy and paste their stuff into the text box to turn in. Don't send links to assignments because assignments like in assignments in, I don't know why I can't think of the name of it. It's Google Docs, and there's another one, but I can't think of it. But either way, if you're using a service where it stores your files for you and all you have to do is give someone permission and then put a link down, I think it is called Dropbox. So Dropbox and Google Docs both do not work well with Canvas unless I integrate them into our Canvas. But in order to do that, I would have to go through a humongous process. So I'm just telling you, don't send links to assignments because there's a huge problem with permissions in Canvas. It won't allow you to do that. So this Canvas navigation section talks about the importance of using this modules tab here to look at your assignments instead of using what we're doing now, which is going in through the home page. So basically, you'll go in this way, and if you go in this way, the only way to get around is really to click next. There's going to be a section on the disclaimer, and I will be placing a new video for this term in there. And then this one's the frequently asked questions, and I'll be placing a new video there for you guys as well. And this is the online purchase list. I haven't updated this yet either, but that's okay. It will be updated by the time you get to your class and you're watching this video. So this is the part on a day planner. So you see how I'm having to kind of just keep scrolling through here. And oh, this is important. So sometimes the website that is being featured in Canvas doesn't connect properly to Canvas. And so this looks like Zoom, which you're going to be using to complete your Success Center activities in this class. So you will need Zoom, but you want to click up here on the words if this is down. So if it doesn't just display here, then click here and it'll take you to where you need to go or to where the link is headed. Okay, I'm going to click next here. Now this is where things kind of start to get annoying for me. I keep clicking. I'm going to add some videos here. This will be this video, and then this one will be how to turn in assignments, and I will go over that probably before you get to turning in assignments, right? And here we are in week 1, in the assignment list for week 1. That's this week. And you'll see that you have some homework this week and you have some assignments for this week. So there's actually quite a few assignments and there's quite a few readings. And you can see where if you didn't have your book, that you would get really behind right away. So that's why it's really important that you get that book within like a couple days of this, okay? So moving on to the next thing. Oh, it's little SpongeBob with his boa. He's so cute. All right, so here's the purchase list again because I don't play around. I want to make sure you guys get your books. This is a video, and I really want you to click on this here. So you'll just click here to go to the video. And it's a pretty cool video, and I really, really, really want you to take a look. Okay, so here's some testimonials. These are from fall 2019, which was the last in-person class that we had. And I do have some from last semester up here as well. Here's some from spring 2020. This was an in-person class that later became online and what people had to say. And I'm just going to say, this class wasn't easy. Sometimes you'll feel uncomfortable. Yeah, sometimes you will. We do talk about some pretty detailed stuff in here. There's a lot of success stories in here and a lot of students who learned a lot about themselves this past semester and hopefully are doing something amazing with it by now. But I want you to read these or read as many as you can because this is going to give you a good idea of what your semester is going to be like for you. Or I guess for you guys, it's more like a quarter. Looks like these are from fall 2019, and there's just a lot of really great testimonials. This is something that I'm probably going to make invisible for you guys. But it's kind of churning forever anyway. So I get super annoyed having to use this next and previous tab every time I want to go forward and backwards. It might be fine if you just had like a couple of slides per week, but this is an assignment, purchase your textbooks and day planner. Okay, so I'm just going to cruise out of here, and I'm going to go up here to where it says modules. In the module section, you can actually see everything that I have open so far in the class. So you can see what we just went through. We started here, we went through the welcome video, we did the start here, read this first, we did the disclaimer, frequently asked questions, we did an updated purchase list, you need a day planner, Grammarly, Zoom video conferencing guide, videos using Canvas, and then our course syllabus will be placed here, but it's not going to be in week 2, it'll be this in week 1. So then we've got week 1, we've got the assignment list that we did take a look at. We see SpongeBob is here. We see the purchase list, the fun video, course testimonials for the different stuff, and the college customs PowerPoint and purchasing your textbooks and day planner. There's a lot more stuff that I'm going to be adding to this, but I just wanted to show you that you have a different viewpoint. So this way you can kind of go through each week and see what is in there. That might be helpful too. Then we can look in the assignments tab. And I don't think that I've put anything in yet. But what you will see, I guess I've just got some extra credit stuff here. But what you will see is when I start adding dates to assignments, like this is when this is due, you will see the assignments here. But sometimes the discussions and the quizzes do not show up here in this assignments tab. So this will basically be all the other assignments except for quizzes and discussions. Sometimes the discussions do show up. Most of the time, the quizzes don't. But see here in the discussions here, we do have one up right here. So this is the meet and greet discussion, and I'm just going to use this as an example. So you want to make sure you read through everything. In the discussions, I do have where the points are so you can see. Most of the time in discussions, what you're going to notice is that there is a length requirement for the different steps. So like for this one, it says, choose 3 of the following questions to answer. The list of questions is directly below the instructions. All questions need to be answered using 5 complete sentences or 1 paragraph per question. Yes, that means that you have to elaborate a bit on your answer to reach 5 questions, include the question, then the answer. So I actually did kind of like an example here for you. So for this, step 3, it was who's your inspiration? And then I wrote like a whole paragraph about my son being my inspiration. Who's your favorite musician? And I talked about Eden, who's one of my favorites. Do you use Mac or PC? I'm definitely a Mac person, but you see how I put that into 5 sentences? So a lot of the discussions are going to require that you write in paragraph format. They also require that you have good spelling, grammar, and punctuation. So here's all the questions. So you would just pick the questions you want and copy and paste, 3 of them in there and then write your answers to them. There's other steps as well. But the way you'll do this is you'll go ahead and click on reply. You'll write in your information. And I'm just going to put like a smiley face or something. And then I'm going to go post reply. And then you guys will see, here I am. So when I scroll back up after I respond, if other students have already responded, I will see their responses above mine. And most of the time you do have to write a response to other students' work. So you would read their response and then respond back. Make sure you follow the directions. So here's step 4, read and respond to other people's comments. You must make at least 2 responses to 2 different comments. So you would need to find 2 separate students. Each one of those responses must be at least 5 sentences long for full credit. Yes, that's 5 sentences per response. And make sure you use proper grammar and spelling, because I do mark off for that. Okay, so that's discussions. And then let's look at quizzes. Right now there's no quizzes, but you're going to have, I think there's 7 quizzes in the class, maybe 8. I think there's 7. So there's 7 quizzes. So we have 1 quiz every single week that will cover what happened the week before. This is to keep you honest about your reading, because I know that a lot of students will just skip over the reading unless they're held accountable. So you will be quizzed on the reading and what's in Canvas. Okay, so we've gone over that, and then let's look at grades. So right now, there's no grades because there's really no assignments. All that's left in here is kind of like some really leftover stuff from last term. So you, though, when you start doing assignments and everything, you'll get a grade for each of these, because there's 3 different assignment categories: a discussions category, a success center assignment category, a quizzes. And actually, there won't be an MS video because you guys will not be creating a video, since we're just doing an 8-week class instead of 18 weeks. So it'll be a little bit different, but I'm still setting everything up, For the course materials section, this will list any materials that I have designated that need to go in that section, but usually I don't designate any materials to go in that section ever. But it just happens to be there in case we need to put something there, which we don't. So basically, to get around Canvas, you definitely want to hit this modules button to go back to this page. And I also want to show you that these are collapsible. And so especially if you're on your phone, because you may, when you go on your phone, you may see them like this. And you're like, okay, what is that? But if you click this little baby arrow up here, it'll drop down the whole menu so you can see the full thing. But it's kind of nice if you want to save some space so you don't have to like scroll through everything every time. And then if you need something in that section, you can just unwrap it for yourself. So that's kind of nice. And up here, there's an expand all, so you can just collapse all and expand all really quickly up at the top there. And that's on your phone as well, so that makes it a little easier. Now, the home page is not accessible via phone. So you're not going to see this page via the phone, but that's okay because you have access to the module section, you have access to assignments, you have access to discussions, you've got access to grades. I don't know if you have full access to quizzes. I'm going to be honest with you because in the past, some of my students have said that they were unable to complete the quiz on their phone, whereas other students were able to. So I think that maybe it just depends on the design of your phone and whether you have the Canvas app or whether you're just using it in the internet on your phone. I think that the quizzes work if you're on the internet on your phone and not in the app. At least that's kind of how it works for my phone. I have an iPhone for reference. And I guess that's pretty much it. To get back to like your other classes and stuff, you just click up here where it says dashboard. Of course, because I'm in student view, it won't allow me to do that because I'm not a student right now. But if I was, this would show me all my other classes. So I guess that's everything. I'm going to go get out of here, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.